Hello and welcome, 5th of July. It is 8 o'clock in the morning and the sun is out. It's been a very busy time at the allotment lately. All manner of stuff is growing, including weeds. I know on previous videos I've mostly been doing planting. Yes, you've seen me dig up about 4 onions, but this week we're going to change that. We're going to have my first harvest. Now some of the stuff I know is ready, some of the other stuff we'll have to dig it up and find out. But that's part of the fun, isn't it? It is a very windy day today, as I will demonstrate by taking my hat off. Right, theme tune. Right, we're going to start with one of the most exciting things to dig up, which are the potatoes, because you never know what's happening underground till you dig them up. These are my first early potatoes, planted at the end of March. Earthed them up middle of May. Big frost then, killed some of them back. 7 out of 10 have come back, although they haven't flowered yet. A couple of them have died back. So I'm going to dig them up and see what is going on. They've been in 15 weeks. There should be something there. Let's see. Right, I now have a massive hole and one potato. Yes, one potato. It's a Red Duke of York. I'm sure it will taste very nice. Fingers crossed for the next one I dig up. There's going to be more than that. Another hole, and this one's been slightly more successful. I've got 5 potatoes, one of a decent size, the others maybe not so. These first earlies haven't been successful, that frost really hit them. I've got one of the second early varieties that is starting to fade back, so I'm going to dig that one up. They've been bigger plants. Hopefully we'll see some more potato action. Right, so this second early variety is called Nicola. Most of the plants are still growing nicely, so it's only been 12 weeks since I planted these. The one that was dying back, I've got 3 okay sized potatoes. So first earlies I've not got much confidence in. These second earlies, if they don't die back soon, they should produce more and bigger potatoes, I am sure. Next to the potatoes are the carrots. I only planted these end of April. Mini carrots are starting to form, but it'll be another month before they're ready. Unlike the onions. November I planted these. Look at the size of that one. Some of them are starting to flop. Their time has come. Another one's starting to go to seed. Again, that's going to come up. I think I'm going to have to take up about half of those. Right, so bearing in mind these are like bonus onions, I just found them in the shed, don't know how long they've been there, planted them out, don't know what variety they are, but they're producing some good stuff. About half of them are left, and the other half harvested. Right, before we get onto the courgettes, let's have a quick look at what's happening in the next couple of beds. We've got sweet corn coming along nicely, blowing gently in the breeze, or gale. We've got the garlic, which is oh so ready to come up. That's going to have a video all of its own. Next one, we've got the leeks, planted out to the allotment last week. They are all surviving nicely. We've got a couple of cucumbers there, staked down because of the wind. Steve next door gave me them, which was very kind. We've got runner beans I planted last week, and I built a frame out of wood and some wire. I'm thinking I can reuse that wire after the event. I just need to worry about if beans can climb up wire. I quite like that. It's like some kind of agricultural harp Right, then we've got beetroot I planted out last week. You will not see them yet. And here are the courgettes, hiding behind their temporary and yet still here windbreak. Right, courgettes, I sowed the seeds at the end of March, transferred them to the allotment a month or two ago, and it's been windy ever since. I know there's one here. I'm going to take that one off. Let's see how many others I can find. So I did transfer 14 plants to the allotment. Only 8 survived the wind and weather and the transplant process. They're still growing flowers. Should be producing courgettes for a while yet, but got some nice ones there. So next to the courgettes, what have we got? We've got peas, decimated by birds. Not going to get many out of that. I've planted some more, but we'll see how that goes. We've got some beetroot, and we've got some carrots that I planted after them first lot we saw, but they seem to be bigger. And we've got the squash. 3 plants, vines spreading out all over the place. No sign of flowers on them yet, but they should be good. Then what could be the main event? Beetroot, planted 19th of April, so 19th of April, May. 2 and a bit months ago. I've already dug a couple of these up. I know these are going to be good. Excited? I am. So baby beetroots. There we go, look at all the lovely different colours. I've got a row there ready to pick whenever I want. We've got a row there ready in a few weeks, and then the ones I planted last week. I've still got some more to plant, I think, so should have beetroot for a while yet. Options: roast them or pickle them. I actually like beetroot more than I like courgettes. If I didn't get one courgette, well, I'd like to get a few courgettes, but you almost have too many of them, can't you? Can't get enough beetroot. Right, last but not least this week we have raspberries and blackcurrants. The 2 mystery bushes I had did turn out to be blackcurrants as I thought. We've got the pumpkins here in the grass. I am very glad they're in the grass. They're growing the vines, using their little tendrils to grab onto the grass. Even though the wind's picked up, that is not phasing them. They're getting quite long. This one here starts here, all the way along here. Flowers, flowers, leaves, leaves, flowers, where it meets another one coming the other way. Sorted out the compost heap at the back. Put them new compost bins in. I'm filling that one up. Oh, that one's full. That one's getting filled up as we go. Lot neater. Into the shelter, where I will sign off this week out of the wind. Thank you ever so much for watching. I have had a great time this week. It's great when you can actually pick stuff up out the ground, take it home and eat it. Click subscribe if you like, send me a comment, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.